time for the featuring podcast, bro.
Bienvenue dans Featuring le podcast, Featuring parce qu'on est toujours en featuring avec quelqu'un. Et aujourd'hui, je suis en featuring avec une légende, c'est assez spécial. On a un invité international, quelqu'un qui nous vient de Los Angeles, en Californie, aux États-Unis. C'est pas le rappeur, je vais citer son nom, vous allez penser que c'est un rappeur. Non, c'est pas un rappeur. C'est un ancien vendeur de stupéfiants à grande échelle, j'ai envie de dire, mais qui a eu un impact incroyable sur la musique. Donc, lorsque mon ami Bouboule de chez moi, de Sarcelles, m'a contacté pour me dire que cette personne passait, j'étais obligé de sauter au plafond et de dire on va le faire. Donc déjà, merci à Bouboule, nous recevons l'homme que l'on nomme Freeway, Rick Ross. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We have to talk.
Yes.
We have to talk. So, you born in Texas?
Yes.
Yeah. When you moved to Los Angeles?
I was about 3 years old.
Okay. So
I'm Los Angeles.
Yeah. You raised in LA
I nothing about Texas.
Okay. Where in Los Angeles?
South Central.
Oh, shit. Home of a body bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. I was there 3 times.
Yeah?
Yeah, for real.
Next time you come, you got to come and be my guest. I take you through the hood.
Pleasure. But please, not in dangerous place.
Well, you know, when you're with me, it's not so dangerous.
Okay. It's okay. Thank you for that. Man, I was in Slauson Boulevard and Crenshaw.
Nipsey store.
Yeah, Nipsey store. I bought something, a hoodie, t-shirt, stuff like that. I was in that place, the Crenshaw Swap Meet.
Crenshaw Swap Meet. No.
The Swap Meet is about Slauson Swap Meet, excuse me.
Yeah, Slauson Swap Meet.
It's cool because it's cheap, but it's a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, well, you know, a lot of the gangs go there.
A lot of blue,
a lot of different gangs. Yeah.
So you grew up like that?
Yeah, I grew up right there. I mean,
in Crip neighborhood?
Yeah. My neighborhood is Hoover's.
Hoover, yeah,
Hoover Crips.
Yeah, I know. Like Dub C.
Is Dub C a Hoover?
Dub C is a Hoover.
Yeah,
Schoolboy Q too.
Yeah, Schoolboy Q. Yeah. I knew Schoolboy Q was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he claimed Figueroa.
Yeah.
That's the name of his clothing line, Figueroa. I grew up on Figueroa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I stay on Figueroa right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I
Can you explain?
The only difference is I grew up in Hoover Hood. Now I live in Denver Lane Hood.
Wow. Okay.
Which is arch enemies.
Wow.
Yeah.
How you deal with that? How you deal with grow up in that gang, a lot of gang in your area?
Well, I was never affiliated. I mean,
it's really hard not be affiliated.
It is, but you know, my situation was kind of different because I went to elementary, junior high.
Yeah.
With both sides.
Yeah.
But when high school, I go to a different area because I play tennis.
Yeah, I know.
And so I never got into the gang activity.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And then when I don't go to college, I come back to South Central. Now I'm hanging in South Central and I'm low riding. You know, I get the low rider and now I find out that there's a war going on between the Crips and the Bloods. But the Crips are my friend, the Bloods are my friends. I got family that's Crips, I got family that's Bloods. So.
And you from South Central.
You
got Crip friend, Blood friends, but you play tennis?
Yeah.
That's special, man. Everybody wanna be an NBA player, NFL player in the hood. And you about tennis?
Yeah, well, you know,
talk to me, explain me.
When I was coming up, I was really small.
Okay.
You know, talented, I was fast, could catch a football, could dribble a basketball, could shoot, but I didn't get big. So when it was time to go to high school, none of the coaches gave me any attention. Mm-hmm. So I found me another sport where I could get attention in. and it was tennis, which is probably in my personal opinion, which is probably one of the best sports.
I love tennis. Don't get me wrong. I love tennis.
That you can never
I know
play.
it's not ghetto. It's not South Central, except the Venus,
the Williams sisters.
Yeah,
the Williams sisters come from the ghetto.
Okay, that's Compton. Okay, but long time. But your time, your era.
There was a different era. And everybody thought you played
special.
tennis, you were soft. They thought it was girly. But I understood the amount of dedication that it took. It taught me dedication, hard work, and it also it teaches you to become a critical thinker.
Okay.
How to look at a situation and think fast.
Yeah.
And figure it out.
Yeah.
That's
tennis.
You don't have a lot of time to figure things out. And in South Central, sometimes, situations pop up where you don't have a lot of time to figure it out. You have to do it in split seconds. And I think I credit tennis for helping me with that.
Wow. And I read you used to be good at tennis.
I was pretty good. I beat a couple guys that became pro,
Who?
One of my favorite guys is Lawrence King, Cornbread.
Okay.
He made it in the top 100 in the world. And when I was young, it was a kid named Jonathan Canner.
Okay.
I think he made 27 in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
You used to beat him.
Yeah, I used to beat the brakes off of him. But he was a few years younger than me, so
okay.
It don't mean as much when you're a little older than somebody.
So what happened? Why you don't? You did not continue in that sport.
Well, tennis costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
And I was on welfare coming up. My mom was on welfare.
Yeah.
We didn't have money, so the only way I was going to make it was make it on my talents. When it was time to graduate from high school, it was discovered that I couldn't read or write.
Mm-hmm.
So it was no way I was going to college. And that was a dead end for my tennis career. My tennis career ended at that stage. Because
you couldn't read?
Yeah, you couldn't. If you can't read, in you can't go to college if you can't read.
Yeah, but if you got that talent for sport, for tennis, let's go.
Yeah, but you got to have somebody that'll believe in you.
Yeah.
And, willing to put the money behind you. I didn't have anybody that was willing to put the money behind me, or they just didn't. I didn't have that support. My mom. I don't think my mom ever saw me play tennis.
Yeah.
And my father. I never really met my father till. I talked to him on the phone, but I didn't meet him till I was like 35 years old. So.
Wow. Okay.
So.
I got you. So. You need to make money. You in South Central.
Absolutely.
No tennis. No gang affiliate.
No.
How you make money?
Stealing cars.
Oh. That's your shit. Stealing cars?
Yeah. I was back in South Central now.
Yeah.
Before, I only come to South Central to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
When I come home from tennis practice, I go in the house, I eat, take my bath, go to sleep.
But you used to play tennis with some rich people? Because tennis is rich sport. Yeah. And you go back to the poor people in South Central.
Yeah. Otis Smith used to bring me home in a convertible Rolls Royce.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah.
That's a special life.
It was the people who played tennis was wealthy black people.
Okay,
Otis used to be the vice president of Motown Records.
Okay.
As well as CBS. He started his own label called Beverly Glenn.
Okay.
And when I was in high school, he used to pay me to play with his son.
Wow.
You know how you get somebody who's better and you want them to work with your son. So and once I would finish playing, sometimes it would be late. He would bring me home.
Okay.
And, you know, the fellas would see me pull up in a convertible Rolls Royce.
What they say?
The only problem, though, you know, when I look back at my life, you know, one of the things that I hate I didn't do, I never asked him what he did for a living.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
I wasn't really looking at other options.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of closed-minded, and tennis was going to be my way out of the hood.
Okay.
And I closed off everything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I wish that I would have had an opener mind. Let me say that.
So now you steal cars.
Yeah, my friends took me to. I'd never been to a street race. When it's crazy, right? I'm in South Central LA all my life.
Yeah.
I never noticed a lowrider.
For real?
Yeah.
But you know, man, let me tell you something. We in France, we in Paris, when you say Los Angeles to a guy from Paris, he think about lowrider. Everybody in France think everybody in LA got a lowrider.
But listen, this is a guy whose mind is closed. Only tennis. Only tennis.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see nothing else.
Yeah.
I don't see the women.
Oh, okay.
Only tennis. But now, tennis is gone.
Yeah.
And my friends take me to the street races, and I see the lowrider, and I was like, oh my God, I want one of those.
You make it bounce?
Well, not then, because I didn't have one. I was on a bicycle.
Yeah, okay.
But I used the things that I learned from tennis, and I started asking all the guys, hey, how you get this? How you get that?
Yeah.
And I ran into a guy, and he told me how he got it and told me to come by his house.
Okay.
And I went by the next day, and I was stealing cars.
Okay. That's the new life. Okay. And you steal cars for the money. You steal cars to have your own lowrider. Why?
I steal a car. What he was doing, he was stealing the cars, taking the parts off, selling them.
Yeah.
To body shops.
Yeah.
And so what I did when I first started with him, I started his driver.
Yeah.
He would steal the car, and he would tell me where to take it.
Okay.
So that's all I did. Just steal the car, take it where he wanted.
Okay.
And it's in the book. The story's in the book.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a copy of the book so
thank you.
So you can get the whole story. It's too much to go into in detail, but he showed me how to steal cars.
Okay.
And I'm working with him, and he goes to jail.
Wow.
So now I take over his operation.
Mm-hmm.
Now his operation become my operation.
Okay.
So
Solo.
No, I go and get my guys. I go get all my guys.
A team. You're the captain of the team?
I'm the captain.
Okay.
So I go get all my guys who I grew up with, who took me to the lowrider thing, because they didn't have cars. They were still riding bikes, but they loved lowriders.
Okay.
So I go with them, and I'm like, nah, I know how to get the lowriders.
Okay.
And they, And I was like, yeah, I know how to get them. So we start our own crew, and we do that until I had got my own body shop too.
Okay, but I'm from France, okay? In my mind, who got the lowriders? Gangsters.
Yeah.
So
no
if
question.
you stole lowriders, you stole some gangsters?
Well, I didn't steal lowrider cars at first.
Okay.
First, we just steal regular cars, taking apart. But later, we started steal lowriders too.
Yeah. So you stole some gangsters?
Oh yeah.
Come on, man, dangerous.
Very dangerous. You know, when I'm in prison, I'm writing my book, and I'm thinking, because I'm hanging with some bad guys, and they would tell me, hey, you the smartest guy. When we open the door, you go through the back seat and open the trunk. And so I would crawl through the trunk with all the batteries and the hoses and the hydraulics, and I would pop the trunk so we could get the car up. And sometimes these cars would be right under somebody's window. And the window would be open so they could hear. They trying to listen to see if somebody's trying to steal their car.
Really dangerous. Okay, so what's the next move to make money? Because stealing cars, okay, that's money, but that's not big money.
No, it wasn't big money. But I didn't want big money. This time I probably never had $200.
Oh, well. Okay.
Yeah. I was poor. I was broke.
Yeah.
You know, we gas, I guess gas might have been 25 cents, 50 cents a gallon, and we couldn't put gas in the car.
Wow, it was a great era.
That's how broke we were.
Okay.
You know, we were broke.
Okay.
So we start stealing the cars. I'm doing good at stealing cars.
Okay.
I'm making some, pretty good money, $300-$400 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing cars, or enough to buy me a lowrider or two. I had 2 lowriders.
Yeah.
A convertible 66 I was building. And I was building them too. I learned how to work on them. And I never worked on a car before.
But you know how to do it.
I'm doing it now. I'm working on the car. So one night we in the shop. I got it, what they call a chop shop. A chop shop is where you take the car and you take all the parts and you cut it in little pieces and you take everything. And so I'm doing that. And I got like 7 stolen cars.
Okay.
And the police raid the place. So I go to jail.
The first time?
First time going to jail. Yeah, so I go to jail. My mom bailed me out. And I'm out of jail. But I'm looking at 21 years in prison.
How much?
21 years.
For a car?
Yeah. 3 years for each car.
American is crazy. For real?
Yes. 3 years for each car. I never know the law because I never been to court.
Yeah.
I didn't know no lawyer. I don't know nothing. I'm young. I'm only like 19. I'm 19 years old. A tennis player. All the thing I know is how to keep score on a tennis court, how to chase a tennis ball. So now here I am in court.
So how you deal with that? You have a lawyer, something like that?
Yeah, yep. I got a public defender.
Yeah.
But he's not doing what I think he should be doing. But one day, one of my friends called me. He like, hey, man, I got something for you. Because I'm broke now because I can't steal cars no more. Yeah. So I don't have no money.
Mm-hmm.
So my partner called me. He was like, man, I got the new thing. Come by my house.
Mm-hmm.
So I go by his house, and he laid this white powder on the table.
Mm-hmm. What it was?
It was cocaine.
Okay.
He tell me it was cocaine, but I don't believe him. Because I see cocaine on TV, on Superfly.
Yeah. It was that white shit, white line, a lot.
And Superfly was my man. I love Superfly more than I love Arthur Ashe now.
Okay.
I want to be like Superfly.
He's a black Superman.
I said, you sure that's cocaine? He's like, yeah, man. So he told me to try it. I tried it for the first time in my life. I snorted a little bit, and it didn't really do much, Gave me this little funny feeling in my throat, and I was like, I don't know. He said, here, take a piece and show it to some people. And let them tell you what it is. You don't believe me. And this thing was about the size of you probably don't know what a match is. You're too young. But they used to have matches that could strike and get fired, and it was really, really small.
Okay.
And it was about that big, and he said it was worth $50. And I was like, I don't believe him. But it's my boy, though,
Yeah.
He never lied to me before. So I tried, and I took it around, and I grew up on Figueroa. Figueroa is where all the prostitutes and the pimps.
Yeah.
So I run into a pimp named Martin, and I was like, man, look at this. And he was like, it don't look like cocaine, because this was yellow. And he was like, cocaine is white.
Okay, so that shit was new. Brand new.
Yeah.
The pilot.
Yeah.
Cocaine on pilot.
Yeah.
That was brand new. Okay.
Nobody really knew. I asked a bunch of people before I got to Martin.
Okay.
I'm just kind of streamlining the story.
Okay.
And then finally Martin went over and he cooked it up and hid it. And he's like, oh, yeah, tastes like cocaine, but I need to trim some more. So it was really small. Next thing I know, he had smoked up the whole piece.
The pimp.
Yeah, the pimp had smoked it up. And he was like, I'll pay you Friday. Don't worry.
Okay.
And so I leave, with my head down. My partner, he mad. He want to shoot Martin. Because, my partner, he was a Crip.
Yeah, he want the money.
He want the money.
Yeah.
Right then.
Yeah. Not Friday. Okay. So, the pimp pay you?
No, he never paid me. But he brought me my first customer.
Oh.
He brought me a guy later on that day with $100. So I called my buddy, who I got the coke from, and I was like, look, man, I ain't got your $50, but I got somebody who want to buy 100. You want to come and bring it to him? He here at my mom's house. And so he came by and he did it. And my business started off like that. Every time they would come, I would call him, hey. And the next thing I know, I'm doing $300 a day.
Wow.
And so my boy who was with me when Martin had went to jail. So when he get out of jail, I was like, man, I'm doing pretty good, but I need like $350 to get started. And he say, okay, let's go steal a car. You started up.
Again?
Yeah, but he said I didn't have to do nothing.
Okay.
Just start the car for him and because I learned how to start him.
Okay.
And he didn't really know how to start it. So he said, just start it. I'll do everything. I'll do all the work.
Okay.
So I started. He did all the work. And that's how we got our first 3 grams of cocaine.
Wow. So now you in that new game for it.
That was the last time I was broke.
Okay. And maybe the first time you really want big money because you said when you used
I
to
still didn't want big money then. We were talking about what we wanted to make was like $5,000.
Okay.
5,000. We would have got wheels for our car. We'd have been able to do our interiors and put paint on our cars. We was happy then.
It still want living in South Central.
Yeah,
not quit.
Yeah, we were living in my mom's garage.
Okay. Wow.
But we was happy with that.
Yeah.
It was good. Okay. We had a bed, couch, TV. Girls would come by. They didn't have no problem.
And your mom used to know what business you're about to do?
No, she didn't know.
Okay.
Of course not.
Okay.
My mom was a diehard Christian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When she finally found out, she kicked me out the house.
Yeah, okay.
But it was too late. I was already, I had money. Yeah. Everybody wanted me to come and stay with them at that time. At that time, when she kicked me out, I probably had about $30,000, $40,000. Because I still, even though I was making money, I still lived the same lifestyle. Yeah. I didn't buy anything because I didn't want my mom to know that I had money. When we would go somewhere and we put on new clothes, then we would go somewhere else and change clothes.
Okay.
And then when we come back home, we put the old clothes back on because she'd be, where you get that from?
Yeah.
That type of mom.
Man, that's good for the police too, If you got the old clothing,
Yeah.
They don't bother
he's
poor.
Yeah,
he's not a drug dealer, So it was a good move.
And then I turned that into a lifestyle.
Yeah, okay.
Looking poor.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good move. That's a good move.
Oh yeah. Well, it got me 9 years out of the cocaine business, when that's a long span to actually be in the business and to be selling as much drugs as I was selling every day. I sold drugs every day. I didn't take days off. Like I knew guys, they would sell for a couple months and then they would quit and get broke and then they would come back. I didn't do that. Mine was straight through.
I used to say Pablo Escobar wasn't flashy.
Nah.
But he was rich. So it's a good move. It's a good move. So I read a lot of things about you and your drug game, and I saw you got plugged in Latin America.
Yeah. What?
How?
Well, first I was buying from my friend who introduced me.
Yeah.
The one who played football for college, and he came back. But after I was gone, I started talking to other people that I knew, and it was this teacher at the skill center that I had been
that story's crazy.
And he asked me, where you been? Because I wasn't going to school no more, I wasn't working on my car no more. You know, he was helping me work on my car and stuff.
Okay.
That's why I went to the school, so I could work on the car.
Okay.
So I wasn't working on the car no more, and right now all I do is sell drugs all day.
Yeah.
You know, I stand out on the street just selling drugs all day, all night.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Where you been? You ain't been around." And we had this bond, you know, where I hadn't seen him, so I wanted to see him.
Mm-hmm.
So I go and see him, and he was like, "You ain't been around. Where you been?" And I was like, I don't want to tell him I'm selling drugs.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to tell him that. And I don't want to lie to him either. So finally I was like, "Oh, man, I've been doing cocaine."
Come on, man. You told your teacher you sell cocaine.
Yep.
That's crazy move. Come on, man. And what he told
But
you?
he's my boy, though. You know, we
He's
friends.
your teacher, but he's your friend.
It's my friend.
Okay.
Somebody that I trust, you know, that
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would hold it anything against me, you know?
Okay.
That type of relationship. So I tell him, and he was like, "Oh, yeah? Come by my house tonight." So when I get back to the hood, I tell my partner, Ali, I was like, "Yeah, man, Mr. Fisher want me to come by his crib. Let's roll by there tonight. He got something he want to show me." So we go by, and we start talking, and he was like, "Yeah, you think I got that Cadillac teaching school? You think I got this house teaching school and all this jewelry I wear teaching school?" He's like, "No, I used to be a cocaine dealer too. I got somebody for you."
Man, that's a movie.
We
That's
working
a
on it.
movie.
We working on it.
Yeah.
We working on the movie.
Wow. So he gave you some advice, stuff like that?
No, he introduced me to somebody.
Wow.
Yeah, he introduced me to my first Nicaraguan connection.
Nicaragua. Wow. So you're in South Central and you connected with somebody in Nicaragua.
Yes, unbelievable.
Crazy.
At that time, I was paying, I don't even know if I was buying ounces then. I might have only been buying like half ounces.
Mm-hmm.
But I was probably paying like $1,600 for a half ounce, $1,700 for a half ounce of cocaine.
I don't know that game is a good price.
Not for right now, no.
Okay.
That was high.
But back in the days.
That would you figure if you're paying $1,600 for a half ounce,
Mm-hmm.
then an ounce would be 3,200 for an ounce. You get 36 ounces in a kilo.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about roughly 100-some thousand a kilo.
Okay.
When I quit selling cocaine, I was getting kilos for 10.
Okay. Yeah.
So they went from 100-some thousand to 10,000 a kilo.
Okay.
When I got arrested on my case, that's what they was
Okay.
trying to sell me the kilos for, 10,000.
Wow. You got that Latin plug, Nicaragua, okay?
Yep.
So you can buy a lot of cocaine. You have the money to buy a lot of cocaine?
Not at first I didn't.
Okay. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I probably had about $2,000, maybe $3,000.
Okay.
But I thought I was doing really good for myself.
Yeah.
You know, go from not being able to buy gas for 50 cents and now you got $3,000. You feel pretty good about yourself.
You won.
I could treat all the homies to pizza and McDonald's.
Okay.
You know, we go to McDonald's, I feed everybody. Hey, everybody.
That's for me.
Get what you want.
Yeah, okay.
But once I meet this guy, now, because I could take a gram of cocaine and I could make like $250, $300 off of 1 gram.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm doing that, but I got great cocaine. The cocaine is good.
Yeah.
It ain't
straight from Latin America.
It ain't all beat up, you know, it ain't all cut up.
Pure.
It's pure.
Mm-hmm.
The rocks are coming back nice.
So you got that reputation on the hood, in the hood, like, okay, that guy got pure cocaine. You got that reputation?
It came, it eventually came. But at first I didn't have no reputation.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't nobody. You know,
okay.
I was a junky ass freeway boy, as they called us, at the street races, because our cars used to be so raggedy that the guys who had the nice cars and the big gangsters, they talk bad about us, in front of the girls. Look at that raggedy car.
Yeah. You're not flashy enough.
Yeah, well, my car wasn't there.
Time.
I was trying to get there, but it wasn't there.
Okay.
I couldn't take the 3,000 and put the whole 3,000 into the car,
Yeah.
It wasn't going to get the job done. So we wasn't there yet.
Okay.
But I saw the vision.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that this business could take me where I want to go. Because now, I'm making $500-$600 every day. Every day I'm making $500-$600. And you're talking about at the time in South Central, a good job in South Central at this time made $600 a week.
Okay, and you make it a day?
A day.
Yeah.
And I'm only, 19, 20 years old. I'm still young.
And you're selling drugs in the streets? You in the streets?
Yeah.
Okay.
And out my mom's backyard.
Okay.
People would come to her backyard and, and I would serve them in her backyard. Because, her backyard, we had it where we had weights and, we was lifting weights, trying to be buffed. And, we want to be like gangsters too,
Yeah.
We just didn't.
This is the backyard boogie.
Yeah, we just didn't call ourselves Crips and Bloods and stuff. But, we wanted to be where, we was huffed. And if you had a fight, you could win and all the stuff, but not just the gang, where we fighting over colors or said or nothing like that.
You knew Tuki? Rest in peace.
I seen Tuki.
Okay.
He was from my neighborhood.
Okay.
But I never, when he went to jail, I was too young to hang with them. And then when I started playing tennis, I didn't care about what they were doing no more. So I didn't actually know him personally, but I seen him and I knew guys who actually knew him. Matter of fact, I got a couple friends just got out of prison doing like 45 years and 35 years. They actually ran with Tuki.
Okay. The name Freeway. What? How? Explain me, please.
Well, my mom's house sat directly on the side of the freeway. And remember the guys who I told you at the street races used to be clowning us? One in particular was named Jay Clayton. He was a blood.
Okay.
He was like King Blood.
Okay.
And he started teasing us first. He was the first one that started. Oh, the junky ass freeway boys. And we used to strip cars on the side of my mama's house sometimes before I got the chop shop.
Yeah.
Like we would pull a car there and we'd take the front end off of it, the motor out of it. And he knew we was doing that. So he started calling us the Freeway Boys because we all stayed right on the side of the freeway. That's how that name came.
Okay. Do you know the rapper, Freeway, the rapper from Philadelphia?
Yeah, I know Freeway.
Yeah, okay. That's a connection with the name?
Oh, absolutely.
The story is about you?
It's about me, yeah.
Okay. You talk with that guy?
Yeah, we talk. We talk. We good.
I like that guy.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
It's the other guy that...
I need to know, now I read somewhere, like you're one of the guy who sell drugs to the Blood and the Crips.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And, we in Paris. The first time I heard about the Blood and Crips is because of the movie Colors. So for me, that's a new thing. Wow. The red versus the blue. Why? Okay.
You guys don't have gangs over here.
Neighborhood against neighborhood. Not the colors, not the Crips, the Blood, not like that. But neighborhood against neighborhood, yeah, we got fight, violence, yeah. But it's not the gangbang, it's not like that, okay?
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I said, wow, what's the new thing with the Ice-T song, Gang in LA, just never die. We multiply. When he said that, I say, whoa, I was scared. I was scared of Los Angeles for real, you know? So, Blood and Crips are tough guy.
Some.
You that out your ass, you know? You that guy from tennis. And one day, you're about to sell drugs to all that tough guys.
Yeah.
You okay with that? No scare, no, oh, they will not pay me. Or, no.
No, I wasn't scared.
Because of what? Because you live in that neighborhood, you know all the type of gangsters?
I grew up with these guys. I knew them when they was elementary school, you know.
Okay.
Before they was Crips and Bloods, you know. We fought. We wrestled, you know.
Okay.
I know how good you can fight.
Okay.
I don't know which
the
one.
pedigree of that guy.
Yeah, I don't know which one to shoot you though, you know, because you never know who's going to shoot you, you know. That's a different world.
Okay. So you live that era when the Colors movie was in theater. You live that era?
Mm-hmm.
So that era, Mexican and black were mixed in gang?
Well, at that time, there wasn't many Mexicans in South Central.
Okay.
It was mostly blacks at that time.
Okay. That changed.
Yeah, it's changed now.
Yeah. Okay.
Now it's mostly Mexicans.
Yeah. Except Watts.
No, Watts too.
Watts too?
Yeah, the whole South Central.
Wow. Okay.
Most of the blacks now is suburbs, Riverside, Palmdale.
Yeah. No.
You know.
When you
it's
say,
funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a funny story, right?
Tell me.
Now, you know, I stay in Denver Lane Hood.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy, he come over and he say, because you know where I'm at now, the Crips coming to my block and see me.
Okay.
And this is a blood area.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, he say, oh, I come down from Riverside. This still my hood.
It changed.
So it ain't many blacks that stay over there now. You know, they come from outside.
Okay.
You know.
But to go to the suburb, you have to make money.
No. It's
Riverside
cheaper.
It's cheap?
Yeah,
okay.
It's cheaper. And they're pushing everybody out of South Central. You know, it's gentrifying.
Okay.
You know, to stay in South Central right now,
But Riverside is cool?
No, Riverside is probably worse now.
Oh, shit.
Because everybody from the projects, you know, they tear the projects down and
they go to Riverside
they give them
with
vouchers.
the problems.
Yeah, so they take the problems to those areas.
Okay.
To stay in South Central right now, 2-bedroom, you probably $2,800 a month.
How much?
$2,800.
Wow, okay.
Pretty expensive.
Okay. In South Central?
Yeah, where they still shooting and gangbanging.
Yeah. Wow. You told me about cocaine, the pilot cocaine, but now I need to know about crack. When the crack came in your hood.
Well, what happened is they had already been doing crack, but people used to cook it for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they would buy the powder and cook it.
I don't know that game. So crack is a kind of cocaine.
It's cocaine.
That you mix?
You just cook it with baking soda. You take cocaine, you add baking soda, and then you heat it up. The baking soda takes out all the impurities, all the cuts, and because they want the purest form of cocaine that they can get.
Okay.
You know, they don't want trash, they don't want cut, they don't want baby powder, they don't want none of that stuff in their cocaine. They just want cocaine.
Okay.
So you take the baking soda and you cook it up, and it takes all the impurities out.
Mm-hmm.
And the cocaine turns into a gel, and then it turns into a little rock.
Yeah,
that they smoke.
Okay.
So what happened is people started coming like early in the morning. I mean, now I'm making $2,000 every day. You know, they come from outside.
Okay.
They come from outside. And they start shooting and gangbanging. You know, it's gentrifying. You know.
You upgrade your shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now you the man. Okay.
Yeah.
2,000 per day.
Yeah, I'm rolling now. I'm the Freeway boys now. We really the Freeway boys now.
Now you got the reputation. Okay, you're a big baller.
So I figured out that people would come in the morning, they going to work, and they want to hit, but they don't have their cooking utensils. So I started cooking it up. We started calling it Ready Rock. It was Ready Rock. It wasn't crack. We never called it crack. The FBI and DEA, they gave it the name crack.
Okay, how you say it before the name?
Ready Rock.
Ready Rock.
Yeah, meaning that it's already rock.
Okay, okay, okay.
So you can take it straight to the pipe. You ain't gotta be looking for utensils. You ain't gotta cook it. You know, it's good. It's just like you like it. Ready for you.
Okay.
So when I did that, that really picked the business up.
So when you start to sell crack,
it wasn't crack. It was Ready Rock.
Yeah, Ready Rock. Excuse me.
Hard. We call it hard too. Hard cocaine.
Hard cocaine. Okay. You stop sell regular cocaine?
No, I would still sell regular.
Okay.
But eventually, it kind of like phased out the regular cocaine because what happened is we cooked so much, we got really good at it.
Yeah.
So people would like it the way we cook it better than they could cook it themselves.
Okay. So you make a lot of money. You say 2,000 per day. It's a lot of money.
No, maybe 20,000 a day now.
How? Because I read some like one day they said you sell drug all over the country, all over the USA. How you start in South Central, sell from the guy from South Central or Los Angeles to all the USA?
Because people would tell their friends. Everybody wanted to make some money. You figure we in an area where everybody is poor. Nobody got money. Now they see somebody that they know, they grew up with. He making $40,000 every day. You can't hide $40,000.
Yeah.
You know, the money gonna start to show. You know what I'm saying? Like the car you drive, the tennis shoes you wear. My mom had already put me out the house. She put me out the house. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, you got to leave here," because she knew, you know, it was too many people was coming looking.
Yeah.
Who that man in that Cadillac? What do he want with you? You know, she like, what do these people want with you? You know? So she put me out the house. You got to go. You can't stay here no more.
Yeah.
So, but I'm making a lot of money. Everybody want me to come and stay with them.
Yeah.
So I have plenty of places to go. So I go to one of my cousin's house. All this is in my book too.
Okay.
And I got to do this book in French.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Everybody need to know that story. For real.
Definitely. That's gonna be my next move is to get it done in French. So I moved in one of my cousins. She was a cripplette.
Okay.
A real cripplette.
Okay.
So I moved in with her, and now I can work out of the house. I'm not working off the street no more. I'm working out of the house.
Okay.
And I'll still work the street too, because she stayed on 80th, 81st was the Hoover Crip block. This is where the Hoover Crips hung out, drunk beer and everything. So I would work her house, but I would also go over to the street where they all hung out at, and I would serve off the street. They were selling PCP.
Okay.
You know, this is a PCP street. And once I got there, then the guys who were smoking PCP, every time they would sell PCP, they would come buy rock to keep themselves up, you know, because we out working late at night, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, we working, so they want to stay up. I'm staying up because I'm making money.
Okay.
So it just kept escalating, and then I'm study meeting more and more people. I didn't have any of the the attitude where people don't want to get along with people. They don't want to associate with different people.
Yeah.
I didn't have that problem.
Okay.
I like people. I like different people from different areas.
And new money. And new money.
And new money.
Yeah.
So those problems that a lot of people had, I didn't have those problems.
Okay.
I didn't care where you was from. I didn't care what set you was from.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, is you going to bring my money?
Okay. But I heard you killed that game in Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio was easy. Hey, at that time, though, I was already... See, if you could kill it in L.A.,
mm-hmm.
then you could kill it anywhere else in the country. Okay. Because you figure when I started... When I go to Ohio, I'm getting kilos for $10,000 a kilo.
Mm-hmm.
In Ohio, kilos were like $45,000.
So you got good price.
Great price.
Yeah.
Nobody could beat my price.
Yeah.
And my quality.
Yeah.
Nor did they have...
Still connected with Nicaragua?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They bring it to Ohio for me.
You got
They bring it right to Ohio.
Okay.
Where you want it? Okay, meet me here.
Okay. So, okay. But that's one thing I can't understand. I repeat, I'm not in that game, okay? So sometimes I saw on TV some crackhead, okay? When I saw some crackhead, I said, they ain't got no money. How they can pay the drugs?
No, they get the money. One of the things that I learned about human beings
mm-hmm.
is when they really want something, they put their mind to it,
mm-hmm.
they go get it. It was like me when I first saw a lowrider. I had no idea how I would get a lowrider. I wound up with a lowrider when I went and saw Superfly for the first time. Mm-hmm. I fell in love with Superfly. Mm-hmm. Never thought that I would become Superfly. Mm-hmm. But I really loved Superfly.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, like some people, they say it's different but from a wish and a burning desire. Mm-hmm. A wish is like, I wish, yeah. And then you go back to watching TV.
Yeah.
But a burning desire is when you wish for something, mm-hmm. but then you start to do whatever you can to make that something happen. And that's pretty much what happened with me in cocaine and with the lowrider and even with going to prison. When I look back at my life, yeah. I knew I was going to prison.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to ask my girlfriend, when I'm sitting in prison, I'm writing my book, and I was like, why was you asking your girlfriends, was they gonna come and see you when you go to prison? You had never been in a police car. But I knew I was going to prison. I felt that I should go to prison for what I was doing.
Yeah, it was in your head.
Yeah, I'm like, you commit a crime, you should go to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just sounds logical to me.
Yeah.
So,
but not scared of that?
No, I wasn't scared.
Okay.
I mean, all my friends have been to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and they come back
buffed. Everybody like them.
Yeah. Oh wow, he's real.
Hey, they run the neighborhood when they come back.
Yeah.
Everybody's scared of them because they all
like
big.
Debo.
Yeah, like Debo.
Like he's Debo.
Okay. Exactly. So okay. I wasn't afraid of going to prison, and I felt that was part of my journey. My goal was that I go to prison, I get out, and I'm gonna be rich. My family gonna take care of all my businesses and everything when I come home.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. I read a moment in your life you used to make $3 million per day.
Not every day.
Okay. Sometimes.
Yeah, maybe
$3 million.
Yeah, maybe like the first, maybe the second. It would go like this here. The first, maybe 3.2 million. The second, 2.5 million. The third, 1.7 million. And then start dropping. The further you get away from the welfare day, the more the money go down. And then the 15, it pop back up.
Wow.
And then on Fridays, Thursdays and Fridays, when paydays, it would spike again. Mm-hmm. Kind of like that little, the little thing on the stock market to go.
The ups and downs. But you got a lot of money. I think about Pablo Escobar, okay? He got a lot of money. The mouse, the rat, eat it. Too much money, okay? But he got that deal with the Noriega, the real Noriega. He got that deal to put that money in a bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big move, yo. You got that kind of deal?
No.
No. So how you get that money legit?
You gotta pay people.
For what?
For whatever you want to do. If you want to buy a house, you pay extra.
Okay.
Because they got to take cash.
Okay.
You want to buy a car, you pay extra.
Okay.
You know, and then they start to teach us. They start, but you know, when you like us, and you black, and you don't really have a mother country, you know, where you could say, okay, I'm gonna put money over there, so when you get hot, I go home. You know, we don't know what home is, you know, so we kind of stuck, you know. And then my mom, good person, but she don't know money. Yeah. You know, she don't know about money, you know. So
you need to have someone who know how to deal with big money.
Yes, and we didn't have that. And that's why, you know, we all wind up in prison. Yeah. You know, we go to prison and it's like my whole neighborhood is in prison, you know. You know, just everybody is there. You know, all the guys from the street. You know, we all wind up playing chess together and
okay. But
talking about what we're gonna do when we get out.
Yeah. But man, I live that 90s for real. In Paris, France. And in France, when you black, your heroes are black American. For a lot of reasons. So I used to look up in USA and I saw that rap music coming, a big business, rap music, and I heard about some drug dealers invest in that music business.
I missed the rap business, man. I was that close.
That's my question, man.
No, I was right there.
Where you been?
I was right there, and remember the guy I told you with the Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
That used to bring me home?
Yeah.
Well, one day I'm at a tennis match. I'm just cooling out. You know, I don't want to sell dope today, you know.
Yeah.
I feel real good, you know. Like, it's like 83, I got a cell phone, and I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And I just go to a tennis match, and I'm just watching, and his son was playing, the guy that I used to play with. So I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this, because this is my kid. And they get into a fight, and, you know, I take care of the whole situation for him. I just mopped up the place for him. You know, everybody who touched him, I made him pay a big price.
Okay.
So he's like, oh, man. He found out I did it for him. He's like, man, come on, we're going to go out and eat. And so when we go out and eat, he started telling me about the record business, what he did for a living. And he owned Baby Glen Music. And I was already messing with rap.
Okay.
I was messing with rap. I had a couple rappers I was taking care of out of...
Who?
It was called Six Pack out of Chicago.
Okay.
And I was messing with King T a little bit, but I
love King T, man.
I didn't listen to King T.
Oh,
I was
man.
with King T 3 days before I come here. I was with King T.
I love that guy.
I didn't listen to King T, nor DJ Pooh.
Yeah, of course.
So I was listening, but when I started talking to this guy, he takes me to his office. He got Platinum, Johnny Taylor, Bobby Womack. He found Rick James. And I'm like, wow, this is the guy.
And that's the door. That's the door for you.
Yeah, but he told me, Dick Griffey. You ever heard of Dick Griffey?
No.
Solar Records.
Okay. Oh, shit. So, yeah, I know.
So he take me to Dick Griffey.
You know, Solar Records is the beginning of Death Row.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He showed me, Dick, when I got out of prison, he showed me where he took Suge's office and everything. Yeah. He did the contract with Jimmy Iovine for Suge and everything. Yeah. So Otis take me to Dick Griffey. because I want to do rap.
Yeah.
And they like, oh man, no, this rap is like disco. So Dick Griffey say it. Then he take me to Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy like, oh yeah, don't do that hip hop. Don't do the rap stuff.
Oh.
Do what Otis telling you to do. So this guy got gold records.
Yeah. So you listen to them. Yeah.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah, you listen to them.
Since I was a kid, he had a Rolls Royce. Now I know what he did.
Yeah, I understand.
He said, I got this girl who sing like a mockingbird.
But you from LA. In that area, Ruthless Record. You got Ruthless Record. Easy NWA.
It wasn't no Ruthless Records.
Come on, man.
No, it wasn't. Ruthless wasn't there. It was Solar, Beverly Glen, and Motown. The only black labels.
So we are in 80s.
Yeah, early 80s.
Yeah, early 80s. Okay. Ruthless is the end of 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was on my way to jail when Eazy-E came out.
Okay.
So he say, I got this girl sing like a mockingbird.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you need to put your money behind. Dick Griffey say, yeah, listen to Otis. Dick Griffey.
Who's she?
You know who Dick Griffey had?
Yeah.
Babyface.
Yeah. I know all that sort of stuff.
Midnight Star.
Yeah. I know the...
He had
the Fantastic Voyage. What's the name of that group?
He had a 5-story building in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Big studio.
Yeah.
The Lawyers.
At Larrabee Street.
Yes.
Yeah. The Larrabee Studio.
He said, don't do hip-hop. Listen to this guy right here.
Get it funky. Old school shit.
So me, I'm a logical thinker.
Yeah.
So do I listen to DJ Pooh, who was 17 years old?
No money?
No money. I go by the place. Let me tell you, I go by the apartment, right, where they all at. And it's funny, when I met Dr. Dre, when I got out of prison, Dre said he was at that apartment that day.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy.
They got guys sleeping all on the floor. Look like a crack house. But not as good as my crack houses, because my guys, they had cable TV, nice couches.
Okay. Wow.
So when I go by and I see it, and then you go to Otis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got you.
Big offices.
I got you.
The girl was Anita Baker.
Wow. Hey, you put money on Anita?
I gave him the money.
She's a legend. That's cool. But that rap money, do you have a regret?
Oh, absolutely. I hate that. If I could have did both.
Mm-hmm.
I could have gave him the 600,000, and I still could have gave Pooh and T the 200 they were saying that they needed to do a rap album.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I just spent 600,000. Do I want to take another 200 out of my re-up money? Because this is my re-up money.
Okay.
You know, without re-up money, you can't keep making money.
Uh-huh.
And then Otis, and they all begged me to quit selling dope.
Mm-hmm.
Him, Dick, all of them. They was like, man, quit selling dope. Stop.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see how I could stop, because I was like, well, if I stop, how am I gonna give you money?
Yeah.
You know, so I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
And I wound up getting arrested.
Wow. For what?
Trafficking cocaine.
And how many years for that time?
How much years did I get?
Yeah.
I wound up with a life sentence.
Okay, that's that's for the 3 strikes?
Yeah, for the 3 strikes.
Okay, yeah.
The first time I got 5 years. Well, I got 10.
Yeah.
Because what happened is they had formed a Freeway Rick task force to get me.
Mm-hmm.
And these cops, they started stealing money, planting drugs.
Yeah.
All these scars in my face, let the dog bite me while I was handcuffed. So they got indicted too.
Okay.
The cops got indicted.
Okay.
So instead of getting a life sentence, they cut me down to 5 years. We only did 5 years in prison.
Wow.
But as soon as I got out, they had my friend already wired and ready to go to set me back up.
Okay.
My Nicaraguan connection.
Okay. So
he set me up 6 months after I was out.
Okay. So to the life sentence, you how much years you did for the life sentence?
20. I did 20 years.
20
altogether.
years. Okay. Wow. But we can say you beat the case.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like
it was a life sentence.
Yeah.
And you're here in front of me.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like I beat the case.
Yeah.
People do too. You know, people ask me all the time, how you get out? How you get out? Well, you know, I didn't actually get out. I did some time, but not nowhere near what I was supposed to do.
You champ, man. I read you're about to read some law books when you was in jail?
I read 300 books.
Okay. You're a lawyer. Right now, you're like a lawyer right now.
Yeah. I feel I'm a hell of a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just waiting on my opportunities to pounce on the game. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I just did a deal with Universal Music Group. So
yeah, right now.
So I'm looking for artists.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on my movie with Reginald Hutland.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we've been in pre-production for about a year. We were supposed to start shooting this summer. You know, we hired Michael Ho as a director.
Mm-hmm.
And something happened where we didn't start shooting this summer, but we hoping we'll be shooting January, February next year.
Wow, okay.
That's what I'm hoping.
Let's talk about movie, man. I read in your story, your drug deal, in your story, you got CIA in your story. CIA was in your drug game.
Yeah.
In it.
Heavy.
Yeah, heavy in it. And when I saw that John Singleton's series Snowfalls,
yeah,
it was the same story. Do you think they talk about you?
Let me see something. I think I might have a picture of me and John in this phone.
Rest in peace. God bless the dead.
Well, you say rest in peace, no? I don't say rest in peace.
Oh shit.
I don't say rest in peace to John.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, me and John, we was kicking it all the time. He was supposed to direct my movie.
Okay.
He the one I wanted. I felt that he would be the perfect guy to.
He knows South Central.
Yeah. If you want to, you can read what it says at the bottom. And that's his page. That's John's page.
Yeah, I know. Okay, the real Freeway Rick Ross, over 20 years ago, I had a breakfast with this man I had heard about as a kid. He was a hero to all of us in the hood because he made it to the game the way no one had ever done it. His story is incredible. Snowfall is coming. Oh, power, love, respect. Watch all. Stay tuned. Wow. 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 That's crazy. Wow. Okay.
And then they say it ain't my story.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm down with you.
He read my movie script. He read the script that Nick Cassavetes wrote. You know, Nick Cassavetes wrote my movie script.
Okay.
You know who Nick Cassavetes is?
The name.
He did Blow.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I did too. That's why I hired him.
Damn.
So he read Nick's script as well.
You call him when Snowfall dropping on TV?
I saw him about probably a year before he died, and it was funny, you know. Red Grant was having a birthday party, and it was in the hood.
Okay.
And so Red called me, "Hey man, come to the party, So I go to the party. So I'm coming down the stairs because this little chick called me. She wanted to get in the party, so I go to let her in, and I come down the stairs, and John is coming up the stairs, and he see me, and he almost pissed in his pants, and he went to telling me about how he had some money for me, and he wanted to get me on the set, and you know, just the whole 9 yards. But I was kind of like, man, you're a shitty dude, man.
Wow. Yeah, I got you.
He bought one of my first books.
And he read it, and he did Snowfall.
He gave me $100 for it, so I guess he felt that he bought the rights.
Okay.
$100 for a $20 book.
Yeah.
I guess you feel like, hey, I paid $100 for the rights. Because I hear they be doing stuff like that in the entertainment business, but
Wow.
I didn't have a clue that was going down.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's still, my story still have room.
Yeah.
Because people want the real. They don't want fake. I mean, Hollywood is funny too,
Mm-hmm.
I met with some of the biggest guys in Hollywood, the Ori Emanuels, the Jeff Burge, and the Spencer Boomers, and they made me an offer, but they gave me a low ball.
Okay.
Some money that I was like, nah,
No.
not for my story.
Okay.
But they don't really understand how our people want real stories. They want to know who the real players are. And it's funny because in order to know that, you would have to be somebody with the story, like
Yeah.
I can hardly go through the airport and, people want to take pictures.
Yeah.
It's like they love me.
Yeah.
They love me.
Yeah.
And I know that when my story come out, they're going to go to the box office to see it.
I want it, man. But you saw Snowfall?
Yeah, I saw some of it.
That's credible? Or too Hollywood?
I mean, they got some what I noticed they do to people is they sprinkle some truth, and then they throw you a bunch of bullshit around it.
Yeah. That's Hollywood.
To grab your attention.
Yeah.
But people like real stories. That's why they like documentaries so much, That's why people watch Pablo Escobar. That's why my documentary...
Cocaine cowboys.
My documentary stayed on Netflix for a year and a half on the front page. It was like every time you turn on Netflix, you see Rick Ross.
Because it's real.
Because it's real.
Documentary is real, more real.
And they want real, They don't want fake, They want the real thing. So I'm just glad that I'll still have an avenue to put my story, and we got people like you, who give us the opportunity to tell our side of the story because in the world, when I went to prison, everybody covered me.
Yeah.
CNN, Nightline, 2020, 60 Minutes, BET, none of them talked to me since I've been home.
Wow, yeah. They like you when you're in jail.
Yes. I spoke at Stanford University, UCLA, USC, St. John's, colleges I spoke. I don't know how many high schools, none talk about those things.
No TV.
None. They only talk about when you're bad.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad that the internet is here. The internet is the neutralizer.
Yeah.
And without the internet, my story would probably go untold.
Yeah. I know. I got you. Let me go back to the rap game. Did you know Ario?
Yeah, I know Harry. Me and Harry were cellies at MDC.
I heard that guy was in entertainment, like Denzel Washington was his guy?
Yeah. Harry was brilliant. He's a brilliant guy.
Wow. And Death Row, he was with Suge Knight with the Death Row when Death Row
I was
started?
there when him and Suge met.
Okay. And when you see Death Row make money, how about you? When you go out to jail, you don't say, okay, I want to be the new Death Row.
I found the Alcoholics. You remember the Alcoholics?
I love the Alcoholics.
I
Come
found
on,
the
Dash,
Alcoholics.
J-Row.
I got them signed.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. When I left MDC, I left Harrio, and I get to prison, I see 187 on the undercover cop.
Yeah, deep cover.
Yeah. And I said, oh, shit, Harry, you're finna hit. So I get on the phone, I call King T. Hey, King T, I need a rapper.
Okay. You connect with
and I still have my contacts with Dick Griffey, Otis Smith, and those guys. So I went for the rap game. Then, and wound up going to the Hole, and my guy, Fade, who was the head promoter over at Interscope.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, he was the head promoter at Interscope. He got the Alcoholic signed to Loud Records. While I was in the Hole.
Okay.
So I've been around the rap. I'm finna do the rap now.
Yeah.
I got to deal with Universal now.
That's cool. That's great.
They didn't give me the money. They didn't give me no money, but I got the deal. I got the same deal that these other guys got. So now,
if you are the good artist, you can make
all
money.
I need is a good artist, because I'm finna have the money. I wanted a marijuana license in L.A.
Okay.
So I'm opening up a dispensary in about 3 weeks.
Okay. You got the name of the?
L.A. Kingpin.
Oh, wow.
L.A.'s Kingpin. That's going to be the name.
Okay. I don't smoke weed, but...
It's okay. Enough people do. I don't need no customers.
I know.
I ain't recruiting. I ain't recruiting customers. But if you ever come to L.A. And you do smoke weed, come by.
I don't smoke weed.
Not you. I know you. Not you.
Yeah, I know.
Clinton said he didn't inhale either.
The weed is like a religion in LA. Everybody smoke weed in LA. Yeah, I know.
Everybody.
I know. Now we're about to talk about Rick Ross, the rapper. You go out the jail and you saw that guy with your name rapping about selling a lot of drug, every day hustling. And his name is Rick Ross, just like you. His name is Rick Ross because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explain me your vision at that time.
Well, I was in jail when I found out.
Yeah.
I had a book club in jail where I was teaching young guys how to do business and so forth. So one day I'm laying on my bunk and I'm reading a book, and this young kid come over and he's like, man, look at this guy. And he opens up the XXL.
Yeah, the magazine.
Yeah. And this guy was in there and he was talking about, he was Rick Ross and all the drugs he sold. Mm-hmm. And so what I did is I jumped up and I started trying to find this guy. Who knows this guy? Not because I was mad at him, but I felt that if you were using my name, we should be partners.
Yeah, ask me.
Yeah, I should benefit from it as well.
Yeah.
Not just you benefit.
I got you.
And I knew, and this was before people knew him. Nobody really knew him then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nobody knew him. He didn't have bodyguards and none of that at that time. Mm-hmm. So I started reaching out to find him. I call all my contacts in the music business. I still, I had contact. I was still in the music business.
Okay.
And finally, I called one of my guys from New York, and he wrote for Smooth Magazine.
Yeah, I remember that magazine. I love that magazine.
And I was like, hey, man, you know this guy called himself Rick Ross out of Miami? He said, oh, he'll be in my office Monday.
But you in jail?
I'm in jail.
Okay.
He said, call Monday at 9 o'clock. I'm going to put you on the phone with me.
Okay.
So I called Monday at 9. He picked up the phone. He handed it to the rapper.
Okay.
So he didn't know who I was. He never told him that this is Rick. He just handed him the phone.
Surprise.
Yeah, so the guy went to say, oh, man, I love you, man. When I told him who it was. I love you, man. And tell me how he came up with the name and the whole 9 yards. And I said, well, we need to talk. Because I can't really talk on the phone because in federal prison, it's illegal to do business over the telephone.
Yeah.
And they had taken my phone, they had taken my mail, all that because they said I was doing business.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason why I really didn't do really well in the record business earlier because of the restrictions they put on. So I said, man, we need to come down to the business room and talk to me. So he said, all right, well, take my number. He gave me his number and I'll send him a visiting form. He act like he never got the visiting form, but then finally the number just changed.
Yeah.
And it was the last time I talked to him.
Okay.
But during that conversation, he was talking about how he owed me, whatever I wanted him to do, he was going to do for me. But I understood where he was at. He was in a strange place, no bodyguards.
Yeah.
And he didn't know what was going to happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was going to say whatever it took to get up out of that office that day. And since then, I haven't had contact with him. Every time that he's somewhere and I show up, he disappears.
Mm-hmm.
Never got to talk to him.
Okay.
Except when I sued him.
Yeah.
He showed up for the deposition. He took his deposition, but we didn't talk. He talked to everybody in the room but me. He wouldn't talk to me.
Never. Okay.
So, kind of our relationship.
And you asked for $10 million?
Yeah. We was asking for 10 from him, and I think like 40 from Universal Music Group.
Yeah. I heard Jay-Z testified for that story.
No, he didn't testify, but he was on the list of potential witnesses to if we went to trial, he would have had to testify.
Okay.
Because Jay-Z was the president of Def Jam when they signed him.
Yeah, so, I remember.
So he knew about the story, and we figured we knew Jay-Z knew who I was.
Yeah.
He knew that
Jay-Z know everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we was gonna call him in because we figured he knew that this guy knew who I was. The guy was playing like he had never heard of me.
That's crazy. So finally, he can keep the name.
Yeah.
He do music with your name. What's on your mind for that?
Well, I never was bitter about it. I'm gonna let you know that. Never did I in the mindset of, oh man, this fucking guy, I hate this guy. Never like that. No.
But that guy have your name, and one day they say he's an officer. Come on, man.
Well, I knew he was an officer before they bust him out.
Oh.
Yeah, guys from prison had already wrote me and told me.
Okay.
Before.
That's crazy.
But I wasn't hating on him.
Okay.
I didn't want to bust. I wanted him to do good.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, if he do good, my name do good. I don't want my name on no bum. Where the guy take the name and he run into the mud and don't do nothing. Well, he can't sell 2 records.
Okay.
I'd rather for a guy to take it and sell 10 million records.
Okay.
But I knew the name was solid anyway.
You're not a hater.
So I wasn't hating on him.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Like he don't even understand some of the things that I've done for him in LA.
Yeah.
Because I got young nephews and things that they don't like him.
Okay.
At all.
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
what do you think about his music? The music?
I don't listen to his music.
Okay.
I mean, only reason you listen to the music is you want to be lied to.
Yeah, okay.
If you want to be lied to, then you listen to the music.
Okay.
How much dope you sold and stuff like that there. So I don't need nobody to lie to me.
So what do you think about gangster rap music? You a famous ex-drug dealer. You did all the stuff that so many rappers rap about, and a lot of those rappers never did that stuff. What do you think about that?
Well, they got the game twisted.
Mm-hmm.
The guys in the street are trying to get out of the game, and they out the game trying to get in.
Yeah.
It's like backwards. It's like you don't get rich and then go to where they're killing at and go into prison.
I saw that guy, Chris Brown, R&B guy. A lot of records sell, a lot of money, and he claim gang. He throw up gang sign. Come on, man.
It's crazy.
What do you
I don't
think
understand
about,
it. I can't understand it. I always wanted to get out of the streets.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to be where I got to carry a gun every day, where about somebody gonna kill me, where about do I have to kill somebody. I mean, people don't understand the type of pressure that type of lifestyle bring on. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
You know, you wake up every morning, oh, this could be the day I go to prison.
Yeah.
This could be the day I had to kill somebody. This could be the day somebody tried to kill me, you know. So when you see those guys taking on that persona, you only question. I mean, when we look at all the rappers that's gotten killed, you know, over the past couple years, you know, one after another one, you know. Their job has become more hazardous than the street life.
Yeah. But now you got the record label. You own record label, okay?
Yep.
Can you sign gangster rap in it?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to.
That's a
I don't
question.
know if I want to continuously portray this mindset, because I know what Superfly did to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I know how Superfly affected my mindset, you know, when my mind was young and open, and I could imagine how rap music is penetrating our young people's minds right now. So I want to do more stuff like what Little Russell's doing, you know. I like what Russell's doing. I really admire Russell. It's a few other guys that is in that same type of lane, and that's what I want to be more into the happy music.
Yeah.
You know, have fun.
Okay. Yeah.
Smoke a blunt, you know. You know, if I had my way, give all the gangsters weed and they go sit on the couch and watch TV. And
I don't smoke weed, but I love all the weed songs. For real. I don't know why, but I love the weed songs for real.
Because they're happy.
Yeah.
They happy.
Yeah,
you know? How I got into the weed business is crazy. I just got off parole. One of my friends come by. He said, hey, they having a high time event out in San Bernardino. You ought to go with me. I was like, I don't want to be around that weed stuff. You know, because I was thinking the weed would take me back to cocaine.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go. And then he said, I bet you sell a lot of books. I said, you think so? He said, yeah. So I go out there, man, I think I had like 5, maybe 6 boxes of books. I sell every book.
Wow.
I said, okay, I want to be in the weed business.
LA Kingpin coming soon.
Yes.
Okay. I heard that story. Some cops try to trap you with a lot of cocaine in your car. A story like that?
Oh, no, that was my arrest.
Yeah.
When they arrested us.
Yeah.
They were selling us the cocaine, though.
Okay.
You know, my informant, who was my drug supplier, had set me up.
Wow.
And once we do the deal, it wasn't my deal. I was just the middleman.
Okay.
So when I get the keys, they hand me the keys. I throw the keys to my partner, and I jump in the car and I take off. And they try to trap me. We have a high-speed chase.
Okay.
Because I say that's my last day on the street. So
yeah,
we're gonna ride it out.
Quick. But you're here in front of me. You tell about your stories, and I think like today it's a little bit dangerous to say some stuff. I think about Rico, the low Rico. I think about Kifidi. That guy Kifidi was in a bunch of interview. He says this, said that, he said that, and now, man, you under arrest because of the interview. You're not scared about that?
Well, I went to trial. You can only be tried one time.
Okay.
Like if you go to trial for something.
Yeah.
And then whatever the outcome is, that's the outcome.
Yeah.
If they find you guilty, that's the outcome. They can't come back and say, oh, well, you said you had more cocaine. You know? And when I went to trial, they only charged us with 100 kilos.
Okay.
But my first trial, they charged me with 40 kilos a month. So they can only charge you with that now.
Yeah.
They can't go back and say, oh, well, Rick said he was doing 100 kilos every day or 200 kilos every day.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My stuff is good.
Okay.
And I don't know what Keefe did, you know.
Yeah, because that Keefe story is scary. 27 years. And
Yeah, but there's no statute of limitations on murder.
Yeah.
Drugs, there's a 7-year statute of limitation.
Yeah, I know.
So they only have 7 years to indict you.
Mm-hmm.
So when I haven't sold drugs since 88, 87.
Wow. When you stop?
Huh? When I stopped, 87, 88.
Okay.
So that's a long time. They got 30, that's 30 years, almost 40 years. So
that's crazy.
They passed the statute of limitations on me.
And with that money, you try to be legit, right?
Yeah.
And
you want to be legit.
Yeah. And you start a lot of business. I read you had a boxing business?
I do boxing now.
Yeah.
I'm a boxing manager. Yeah. I got about 7 fighters, maybe 8. And I got a couple young guys that's coming after the Olympics. They want to try to go to the Olympics.
Wow. That's
so
a big
if they
move.
go to the Olympics, I'll be over for the Olympics.
Wow. The Olympics is in Paris, France?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'll be here. We'll be back.
Okay.
I'll bring my boxers.
Okay. Wow. That's a big move.
Yeah. So I'm doing boxing now. Like I said, I got the dispensary. This will be opening in like 3 weeks.
Okay.
Then I got the T-shirt.
That T-shirt is crazy, man.
I bought you one too, but I don't know if you can wear it. It might be too little for you, huh?
Yeah.
You're a big guy.
I'm a big guy. But the T-shirt is incredible. The real Rick Ross is not a rapper. Le vrai Rick Ross n'est pas un rappeur. I translate for my French people. That's crazy, dog. Thank you, man. Okay. A lot of other business? You got other business?
The music business. I'm looking for an artist right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So if there's some people out here, they can hit me on Instagram. If you're an artist out here, you good?
Yeah.
I got to deal with Universal Music Group. You know they walked me out of the building, the Universal Music Group.
Yeah.
When I sued the rapper and I sued them, I was hanging out with Lady Gaga and her team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And they come in. I'm at Universal every day, eating their food and I'm there eating their food and everything. And then one day they was like, "Hey, you can't come in the building no more.
Okay.
Get out of here." But now I was at the airport about 8 months ago, and I'm coming out of the restroom, and this guy stopped me. Yeah. He was like, "Man, you Rick Ross?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, can I get a picture?" So we take the picture and we do a selfie, and I look at him. I was like, "Damn, he awful sharp." I was like, "Man, what you do?" White guy. Mm-hmm. And he said, "Oh, I'm the vice president of Universal Music Group."
I did. Wow, the life, man, the life. Okay.
So I got his phone number. I said, "Man, I got some music interest."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Here, take my card. I'm a fan of yours."
Wow. And you signed the deal?
And we signed the deal about 2 months ago.
Wow. Okay.
So now I'm looking for an artist that no gangster. I don't want no killing, no selling drugs.
Man, we about streaming. You need to invest on the Latin music, man. A lot of stream, for real.
Yeah?
Yeah, trust me.
Turn me on. I'll listen.
Okay. That's cool, man.
I got your book too.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm gonna get it translated into French.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it done.
My man right here.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Plug for that. Thank you. C'est rare que je reçoive des cadeaux ici. J'ai reçu beaucoup de cadeaux aujourd'hui grâce à ce monsieur. Thank you for the gift.
All right.
But that's my show, and in my show, everybody got a gift. So I got a gift for you.
All right.
And I want you to explain to the French people, what is that gift, okay?
Okay. A picture of Arthur Ashe.
Yeah.
My man, doing a volley.
Yeah.
It's funny, my kids won a tournament yesterday. They played tennis yesterday while I was
Okay.
Yes, my man.
Voilà.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, bro. And
Take this back to America with me.
yeah, well, for real.
It's the first picture I ever had of Arthur Ashe.
The what?
The first picture that I ever owned of Arthur Ashe.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad. Come
Thank
on,
you.
man. I'm glad. You still watching tennis?
I watched Coco.
Yeah, I like Coco.
When she won the
For
U.S.,
real.
I watched that, and I watched a little bit of Djokovic.
Yeah, oh, he's a king, man.
Yeah.
He's a king. Okay. Man, thank you.
No, thank you.
It was a pleasure. Bye.